On this episode of the Forest Life Show, we're going to be interviewing Eric Mercer, cafe manager of Port City Java here in the villages of Brunswick Forest. Hope you enjoy this episode. It's more than just a house, it's a lifestyle. Welcome to Brunswick Forest. I'm your guide, Michael Braddock, and I'm here to give you an exclusive look into what it means to be a part of our community. This isn't just real estate, this is the Forest Life. Well, Eric, thanks so much for joining us today on this Forest Life Show, and we look forward to hearing a little bit about the store that caffeinates the community of Brunswick Forest.
My pleasure. Hoping to give you a few insightful points.
Yeah, super. Well, share with the viewers a little bit about you and also sort of the origins of Port City Java.
Well, I've been on this location about 2 years now. I was before that in the downtown location, so it's been a nice transition and a lot more relaxed. And that's actually where the company originated. We were in 1995 in a pretty small space, about 500 square foot.
Really?
Ice cream counter, very small espresso machine, and one coffee maker. And they outgrew that within approximately 2 years. And then
Really?
The historical location, they refer to it as now in the downtown area.
Okay. Is that location still in operation?
It is. You can't miss it. It's right downtown next to the Front Street Brewery.
Okay.
Huge floor-to-ceiling windows. It's a great location.
That is a great little spot. I've actually been there a couple of times. I actually wasn't aware that was the kind of the origins of what has now become the area's largest locally owned coffee shop, correct?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It was our expansion, so 2.0. So.
Yeah, that's awesome. So Port City Java is unique in the fact that it's locally owned and eco-conscious. Can you share with the viewers a little bit about that?
Yeah, actually one of the company's owners, he's a design-build architect, and he has some fantastic plans for all our new cafes. What we've been doing in the past years since he joined the company, we're using all stainless steel counters in the cafes now. The cabinets are made of a 100% recycled PVC material. The headquarters have switched over to LED lighting system.
Okay.
They've also slated those to go into the new cafes going forward and again retrofitting them into existing cafes such as this.
Okay, very exciting. It's exciting. Now this location here, this is one of two locations here in Leland, correct?
It is indeed, yes.
So how long has the location been open here in Leland?
This location, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's 2006 was when they opened it. I was in Raleigh at the time working for a franchise there, so.
Okay. Yeah, super. All right,
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, couple of things. You've got your drink here. My favorite drink here is the green tea. But what is the most popular or the favorite drink of what you see? Is it just traditional coffee, or are you seeing kind of some of the new blends and new things?
We have a great, wide net, so to speak, of drinks we have here, and they're all celebrated the same. A lot of the guests, like myself, I like just plain black coffee. Mm-hmm. We do have some varieties of that. We can do an Americano, which is espresso with water. I'm not that exciting, but a lot of the guests really enjoy getting some of the more flavorful drinks we have. We have a lot with chocolates and caramel coming into play.
Yeah.
The black and tan mochas, and a lot of the local folks seem to like those. A lot of sweet drinks here. We're right on the edge of the county, as you know, and
sure, yeah.
It is
sweet tea country, so of course sweet coffee, right?
They love it, and it's great. And in the summertime, when it starts to transition after cool mornings like this, we do ice versions of all of our coffee drinks. And again, once the sun's nice and high, we'll do the fresh fruit smoothies. We do a lot of the blended drinks and shakes that you can get with ice cream base, or we do low-cal ones of crushed ice instead of ice cream. So there's a lot of options, and they vary throughout the day and the season. So
yeah. So the smoothies, I tend to like the Green Machine, I believe it is. That's the right name for it, right?
Yeah, the Green Wave.
Green Wave, that's right. The Green Wave. That's a great smoothie. Get all your greens.
It is, and it's fantastic. It's got a lot of spinach in it, but we do a good trick where it actually ends up tasting like lemonade.
Okay.
You know, it's not too heavy, but it's good for you too.
Now, something that's pretty unique is I've tried it a couple of times, and probably unique. Correct me if I'm wrong. Unique to Eastern North Carolina. It's the muscadine grape.
It is. Have you seen them before we blend them? They're large globe grapes.
Yeah.
And just some cider, and they have a fantastic, refreshing fruit flavor to them. A little bit of tartness, but 100% natural.
Yeah, and they're pretty indigenous or indicative here of the Eastern North Carolina.
If you go up Interstate 40, it's right up there, right before you get to Raleigh, right in the county there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. I think they actually make some great wines there too out of those muscadine grapes. So, as far as how long have you been the manager here at Port City Java?
Just at 2 years. It's been a good experience. And like I said, we have the opportunity to really see this location grow with all the folks that are moving into the community. each and every day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we have a lot of what we refer to as regulars. We have new faces coming in. We have a chance to bond with them, talk with them. Peter, who just walked by, we just, you know, he's not even here a year yet. And he,
really? Okay.
We have a really cool program called the Guest of the Month, and Peter was our Guest of the Month. So
how does that program work?
If we can generally tell that you like being here, you love being here, coming in every day, you know, we go above and beyond for our guests, and we can tell that they're reciprocating the same just by talking to us and enjoying, you know, what we're up to outside of work. We'll give them a little gift card. We'll hang a little plaque on the wall.
That's really cool.
A lot of folks want us to keep it so they can take it home and put it on the fridge, or, you know, post it on the social media. So
yeah,
the Guest of the Month is a program that was started by some of our managers that really, they saw what the guests did for us.
Sure.
And this is the least we could do, is give them a small token of acknowledging that.
Well, I can kind of second that a little bit, because coming into the store, you know, you always introduce me or say hello to me by my first name. You generally have an idea, unless I throw you a curveball of what I'm going to get. So that goes a long ways, because it's all about, you know, shopping local, working with the people that you like, and getting a wonderful product. Yeah.
It's great. I'm glad we can do it. We've been doing it for a long time, and it's getting better each year. So
that's great.
Yeah.
Well, a couple of other questions. So Brunswick Forest here is a special because you know, the size of the community. How would you say that you contribute to the community, and how is working sort of in the villages as the villages continue to grow?
It's fantastic, because again, like I said, I was coming back and forth from Raleigh at the time and seeing that this building behind us, this was the only thing here. You know, going west along the property line was just a vacant field, and I physically got to see each, you know, establishment that was introduced to it, you know, grow and flourish. And again, I've talking to the other business owners, they're really enjoying having, you know, for lack of a better word, just this insular, you know, opportunity, having folks just who want to come in and explore and check out the areas before they drive out to the larger area, you know, the Wilmington area. So we're literally at the doorstep, you know, and having, you know, that kind of opportunity is rare. Like I said, it's been great for us to, you know, interact and meet with these folks, and some of them have been here for several years now, almost like a decade, if not more. So you know, they enjoy it, and I like seeing them come in day after day.
I'm sure you not only see people coming up, you know, by their cars or through the drive-through, but people walk up here, ride their bikes up here as well. Yeah,
we have running groups that meet in the morning. Avenue-wide sidewalks here offer a lot of, you know, ease of access to the sidewalks and the trails in the neighborhoods. So we have groups come in. Cycling clubs will meet in the parking lot, and they'll head back and they'll bike around. We have individuals who come from the neighborhoods up here. It's great to see people use those kind of you know, outdoor, you know, parks and pathways. You know, easy to access for them to come up here. Lots of the pickleball players will come and join us after their matches, and it's great having those large groups come in as well.
Yeah, you usually see them out here on the patio, and they're telling stories of who won, who beat who on that match. That's a lot of fun. Well, cool. So Monday, mornings in general, you know, you get people caffeinated and kicked off to their day. But you have any funny Monday morning stories?
By and large, we are seeing people at their sleepiest moments and getting started. If it's after like a weekend of revelry, or just, you know, taking it easy and trying to psych themselves back up for the work week. I'm usually included in that, and I am notorious. I will miscount change or utter odd just tongue twisters. I'm not on my A game quite yet, so I have not had my cup of coffee. So on Monday mornings, please be gentle.
So you're just a mere mortal like the rest of us, huh?
Absolutely.
It's not flowing through your veins like what we would think it would be.
Not yet, no. I work on it as I might, but it is that misnomer that being in the coffee shop, I have tons of coffee to drink, but not until about 10 a.m. do I get my second cup. So.
Yeah. Well, good. Now this is a question. These two questions were something that I didn't send to you, but they're funny questions. So, so do you come home every evening smelling like coffee?
I do indeed. And when I do errands, people, I forget that I have the aroma, the little cloud around me until I go someplace, and they're like, "Oh man, I love the smell of coffee."
Smell heavenly, huh?
Yeah. Our bankers, whenever we do bank runs, or I'm taking care of, you know, again, personal business afterwards, that I forget about it. People remind me. They just waft the air and they tell me, "Oh, I love the smell of coffee." But yeah, it's a good thing to go home with.
Now, do you happen to know a lot about the residents? You talked a little bit about, you know, knowing them, and then the appreciation thing, but have you gotten to know a lot of the residents here in the community?
I have. Actually have a good running buddy. he's back here with his family. We run on the weekends here locally and also races around the area. I've had a chance to talk to other, we call them car guys, for lack of a better word.
Sure.
We've traded books on cars, from parts to tools. I mean, anything, we kind of help each other out. A lot of folks have traveled down here with, things, I don't know if I'm going to need this or not. Even if they don't directly need them, they've been kind enough to offer them, and vice versa. If they need any sort of references on local businesses, I've been more than happy to help them out for their little projects, near and dear, be it a car or just basic shopping.
Yeah.
And I appreciate it that they trust my insight. So
that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. It all comes back to community.
Yes.
People are looking for a sense of community.
It really is, and it's great, and it happens effortlessly. We see a lot of folks in town, and we get to know our guests, and I like that because I would like to say hi to them and catch up with them. Then just like, hey, there's a small coffee guy or whoever. I mean, we actually get to know people by their name and get just when we see them out and about. So instead of giving them that subconscious, hey, I know you from somewhere, look. So
yeah, sure.
But it's great. This area too, right here on the highway, you can travel to a lot of the surrounding areas fairly quickly. And again, like I say, I bump into a lot of the residents all throughout the area.
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, as far as other than coffee, does Port City Java serve more than coffee, smoothies, and kind of hot and cold coffee and smoothies?
We do. We do a limited lunch menu. It's given us a chance to really focus on the quality of ingredients and what we can offer. And the breakfast items as well. We do a hot breakfast for those who want something a little more substantial than baked goods. Catering events, we can do huge amounts of coffees. We can provide those for any sort of events. Again, we're talking about pickleball. They're going to have 4 days of coffee delivered to them. And one of our brand representatives will be there to talk a bit more about the company. So again, you don't just get coffee and here you go, have fun with it. We'll actually send a representative to talk to folks a bit more at the brand. And the specific coffee they may be drinking, because they can customize whatever they would like to have at their events. So,
okay.
Yeah.
That's really cool. Well, anything that you would like to share with the viewers as far as about you, about Port City Java, or some of your different offerings before we end this episode?
Again, the location is fantastic here. Myself, I spend most of my time outside of work outside. And again, we address the fact that we're right on the highway here. If you want to go west a little ways, you're out in the middle of no man's land, and there's several beaches that are very quiet and family oriented. If you go east, you can go to Caroline Beach and Riceville Beach. And then again, you can go to the Capitol. It's not a far drive at all. It's a great night on the town, and just to weekend and stay there. And the downtown Wilmington area itself. Again, if you wanted to have a weekend getaway, even if you're just renting before moving into your property, huge variety of options. I mean, there's a little something for everybody. You can make it as exciting as you want. It can be as quiet as you like. And again, there's a lot of small organizations and communities within this one, clubs, so to speak.
Yeah.
Growing every day.
So in addition to the Brunswick Forest location, you can find out about the other locations throughout your travels here in North Carolina by going to Port City Java's website, and we'll provide the link below. Eric, thanks so much for joining us today on today's episode, and I hope you keep everybody caffeinated.
My absolute pleasure. Thanks again for taking time.
Absolutely.
Come visit us.
Yeah, thanks, Eric.
Absolutely.
Pleasure.
See you guys.
Thanks. Thank you so much for joining us on this episode of The Forest Life with Michael Braddock. Please click the link below to subscribe so you can be up to date with all of the happenings within our beautiful community. Also, if you're looking to learn more about real estate, you can visit us at our website. See you next time.